9 hours. How far did I get in One Piece? So I started reading One Piece chapter 1, okay? I made it to where he, like, his arm is, like, getting stretched or whatever, and the guy, like, they break it, okay? And then I was like, I think I'm gonna try going back to the anime. So then I watched part of the first episode of the anime, and I was like, why does this not line up? Why does the episode not line up with the first chapter in the manga? And then I went to One Piece, and then I started it, so and that one was in sub. And then I started it in English dub. And then that one was exactly in One Piece. So I'm watching One Piece right now. I've gotten to the same part 2 times. And actually what I was doing was reading the manga. I was reading the manga at the same time as I was watching the anime. And I was seeing how closely they lined up. So I was like, whoa. It was kind of cool, actually. Like, it was pretty, like, at least for One Piece. I don't know, like, I don't know why the first episode of One Piece is different than the first episode of One Piece. But the first episode of One Piece, they start on the ship and stuff, and there's, like, that captain lady and all that stuff, and you get introduced to everything. I think there's, like, extra episodes or something, because the first episode was different. But the first episode of One Piece is the exact same as the first episode or the first chapter of manga. Of the manga. Anyways, so... And then I've seen the first 9. So, okay, basically I have seen the first episode, or like what happens at the start of One Piece 4 separate times, because I've read it. I've seen the, well, actually 5, because I've read it. I've listened to it in English dub. I've listened to it in the Japanese sub with the subtitles, and I have watched the live action. So I know the very first bit very well. Oh, and then I saw the show, the One Piece first episode. I'm trying to figure out, if I'm going to dive into something like this, what format do I like the most, essentially? Anyway, so... Yeah. Anyways, I haven't gone through the first... the furthest I've made it in One Piece is the live action, and I've, like, finished it. I'm not even sure I'm, like, completely caught up. I think I'm, like, 7 episodes, like, almost at the last. Or I might have finished it. I can't even remember. There's some shows I get to, like, episode 7 and I stop. One Piece is a fan project. I think what I've decided is I'm going to do One Piece. So that's where I'm at. Sorry about the abrupt ending yesterday. That was H. June's fault. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm going to hop into